If you've been following along, you know that not too long ago, we took on an esports logo with that same adrenaline-packed vibe. Well, today we are leveling up to something a bit different, logo design for gameplay itself. The game I'm talking about is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Call of Duty logos are iconic, right? They are bold, gritty, and instantly recognizable. So, why did I choose to redesign this one? Simple, I just want this game to have a fresh twist, a design that's as unforgettable as every mission in the game. Hi everyone, welcome back to Din Studio. My name is Zaki, and you are watching Din Studio, your go-to channel for design tips, tricks, and creative inspiration. Today's redesign will give this game logo a look as intense as the gameplay itself. So, let's get started! Let's go! Let's start by gathering some design inspiration to set the tone. And where else but Pinterest for that? First thing first, I'd make it clear here that the main concept of these redesigns is to give the Call of Duty logo a retro, pixelated appearance. The design that I'm going for here not only gives the logo a vintage feel but also makes it appear more fun. We can evoke nostalgic memories that we associate with classic 8-bit games by using pixel art. Next, we will select a pixel font type with a specific stroke thickness for the font characteristic. Although we aim for a nostalgic vibe in the overall design, we must keep the iconic war game in mind. That's why the revised logo needs to retain its original characteristic while adding a pixelated twist that makes the game feel classic. The style will most likely be like this. The style we are about to make will combine texture and shadow in the text. The texture in the text will make it detailed, whereas the shadow will create a 3D effect that makes the logo look solid and appealing. Alright, the last step is about colors. We would be using retro colors while maintaining the game's color scheme in the logo, which is orange and purple. Now that we've got a vibe in mind, it's time to choose the perfect font to really bring this design to life. For the font selection, let's visit dinstudio.com. We just need to go to the bundle and look for the special game font bundle. In this bundle, there are a lot of fonts designed specifically for game team projects. Out of all fonts in the special game font bundle, the font we would utilize is the Pixel Gamer. This font has a pixelated characteristic that is distinct and thick, making it ideal for creating a retro vibe in the game Call of Duty. To begin, let's create an artboard with dimension of 2000 by 2000 pixels. To showcase the retro vibe of this design, we would choose orange and purple as the color base. These colors will evolve as the design progresses. The text Call of Duty will be added next. Let's expand the text and change to the Pixel Gamer font. There are several styles available in this font. However, for now, we will choose the regular style. Now, we duplicate the text and change it to off. We place it between those two texts and readjust the size. We duplicate the text again and change it to Black Ops 6. Let's alter the size to ensure this text fits neatly in the bottom half and appears balanced with the top part. After all the text has been arranged, select all the text and group them using the shortcut Ctrl-G. Copy the group and change the font to Pixel Gamer Extrude to create a shadow effect. Paste in place and change the color. Because the off text here still looks less thick compared to other elements, we will manually thicken it. First, let's select the extrude text, click Object and choose Expand. Activate the above layer and then do the same thing by clicking the object and choose Expand. Next, go to the extrude text layer and select Object, followed by Offset Path with a value of 10 pixels. To achieve uniform thickness, copy the offset element to the bottom and position it accordingly. Next, to add a texture effect to the text, draw an orange rectangle within it. Create a pixel effect that has a faded look. Start by creating a little square, then duplicate it upwards and group the two squares. Position the square group at the right end. To ensure that the little square fills the center area, click the item and select Blend to create automated pixel rows. After that, select Expand to turn the blend effect into a real object, and then ungroup all of the squares to allow individual adjustment. Group the squares again according to their position in both the top and bottom parts. Duplicate this row and place it directly above it to create the same pattern and enhance the overall fading effect in the text. Once we've completed, group those shapes. Because it is too large, we can reduce the size based on the logo style we want. Duplicate the parts for the text below it, but leave the number 6 without any pixel effect to make it stand out. Color the 6 with orange. After that, duplicate the text and choose Paste in Place to maintain its position. Erase the off and 6 so that the only things left for the next step is the main text. Before we do the masking, reduce the element using the offset path to -3 pixels. After that, cut, delete, and paste in place again. Let's change it into a compound path so that we can do a clipping mask. Choose all the orange pixelated textures and group them, and then select them all together with the main text and make a clipping mask so that the texture becomes a part of the text. For the extrude part, let's change the color to purple. Group all the text and position it in the center. Now, we will make an emblem. Start by making a dark purple rectangle and put this layer behind the text. Pull the top left corner of the rectangle to make it wider, giving the basic shape of the emblem a more attractive look. Duplicate the left side to the right side, then rotate with reflect. Once the position is correct, merge and group, then use Unite to combine them. Add a rectangle above it and change the color to light purple. Duplicate it for the bottom part. Use the Shape Builder tool to erase the unneeded part, leaving only the shapes that we want. Select each object so that they become separate objects. Change the color of the necessary objects to dark purple. Use the Direct Selection tool to adjust the nodes and point them inward. Make sure their position is centered for a symmetrical result. If the distance appears too close to the text, widen this emblem object to provide more space for the text. Add a triangle shape at the bottom of the logo. Position it in the center and enlarge it slightly. Select it along with the rectangle and use Unite to merge them into a single shape. Add another rectangle in this area and change its color. Use the Direct Selection tool, click the top two nodes and select the shape to align with the angles on the previous shape. Use the pen tool to create a shadow effect. Adjust the color to be darker to make a contrast. Then add a few circular details within the rectangle for extra visual interest. After we are done with that, group the elements and duplicate them to the right. Group them again, then duplicate it to the left using reflect. Make sure everything is perfectly symmetrical. Duplicate all elements and place them at the top part with a slightly smaller distance for a more compact appearance. Create an outline for this temporary logo by selecting all objects except the text. Group them and move them under the text layer. Copy, paste in place and then unite them. Change the color and place this layer at the very back. Add an offset path of 65 pixels for a bolder outline. Delete the first offset path we created to keep the design clean. Now, add the Call of Duty logo that we prepared into the design and position it right in the center. Add an offset path of 40 pixels to this logo. Cut and paste in place and then unite to make it a single object. Place it beneath the Cerberus logo layer and adjust the color to ensure it stands out. Group these two elements together. Add additional details by creating shadows using the following steps. Apply a shadow effect to the bottom area with the same technique. Add similar detail to the top part for a balanced design. In the triangle part here, insert a circle and skull graphic to emphasize the war theme of the game that strengthens a more intense vibe to the logo. Add round accents in the empty spaces at the top and bottom to fill the gaps and enhance the overall visuals. Alright, the temporary result of the logo we've created is like this. Continuing on, let's group it to make the next step easier. Now, we'll add a pixel effect to the emblem design. To do this, select all objects, lock the layer, then copy and paste in place. After that, group all elements and position them below the text layer. Once grouped, we'll rasterize the object. Set the anti-aliasing to none to avoid wet edges. Click OK and now the object is converted to an image. Once done, turn off the vector logo layer to focus on the pixel effect we just created. Now, click Object and increase the width in the number of tiles to 170. Then activate Use Ratio to adjust the height. Click OK. Keep in mind though, the more mosaic tiles, the longer the render time will be. Let's not forget to check the mosaic result to ensure it looks the way we expect it. Then, enter the mosaic group to adjust the details. To clean up unnecessary parts, use the Magic Wand tool for a faster process. Select the white area outside the logo. To prevent selecting the logos inside, set the tolerance in the Magic Wand tool to 0. Clean any remaining white areas by deleting them one by one. Here, we'll speed up the process to save time. Next, let's tidy up small white square shapes around the logo. Change the color to dark purple to match the emblem color. We'll speed this process up as well. Then, we need to delete the image we use as a guide, including the black background. Unlock the layer we locked earlier. Then let's tidy up the edges for a more precise finish manually. We'll speed up this process as well. Last but not least, turn the text layer back on and voila! Our redesign of the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 logo is complete. Let's not forget to save it. Here it is, our final look at Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Imagine this powerful design for the game cover or in-game banners. It conveys the raw intensity, combining a gritty vibe with a touch of retro style. The vibrant colors, pixel textures, and bold font all work together to make it stand out. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comment if there is a design theme or logo that you want to see redesigned in the future video. If you want more design inspiration, check out our other tutorials for a more in-depth look at creating compelling logos that leave a lasting impression. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!